And welcome back to Hannity. So was there a secret deal struck between President Barack Obama and the Clintons? Now, according to my next guest, there was, and it involved the 2016 presidential election. Now, here are the details. In his book, just released in paperback, author Ed Klein notes that the only reason that Bill Clinton agreed to give the keynote speech at the Democratic National Convention was because in return, Obama was to endorse Hillary as his successor. But apparently, after, Obama had a change of heart, and that didn't go over well. Here to explain all of this and more, in his first TV interview, the author of The Amateur, Ed Klein. Welcome back, sir. How are you? Good to see you.
Great to be here.
Thanks, sir. All right, let's set the table.
Right.
Bill Clinton said they played the race card on me, talking about Obama.
Right.
Hillary said, shame on you, Barack Obama. How was the relationship after the primary?
Could not have been worse.
Okay.
Hatfields and McCoys had nothing on the Clintons and the Obamas. These were two huge organizations of the Democratic Party who were at each other's throats.
Right.
But a time came in the summer of 2011 when Obama looked in the mirror and realized he might lose. He had suffered a lot of setbacks by then. And Axelrod, David Axelrod, his chief political guru, was urging him to reach out to Bill Clinton. At the same time, Bill Clinton was urging Hillary to run against Obama in the primaries, which he refused to do. So the two camps were both moving in different directions. They had a golf game at Andrews Air Force golf course. And at that golf course, during that 4-hour game, which I'm told was in very humid weather, the ground was soaking wet and so forth, they started to bang out the outlines of a deal.
And the deal was?
The deal was that in return for Bill Clinton giving the major speech at the Democratic National Convention in favor of Obama, obviously, that he would be given the right to choose the next chairman of the Democratic National Committee, replacing Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and that Obama would agree to back Hillary in 2016.
I know people close to Bill Clinton, and I have been told, tell me if you've heard the same thing, Bill Clinton despises Barack Obama to this day. True?
Absolutely true, but it's mutual despising. The Obamas think that the Clintons are opportunists, that they don't have any principles, that they'll do anything to get elected, whereas Obama sees himself as above the fray, a guy who has great principles and is, you know, cleaner than the proverbial whatever.
And Bill's opinion of Obama is what? That he is not up to the job. The amateur.
Bill, and after this deal that I talked about fell through, they had a meeting, dinner at the White House. The Clintons and the Obamas, for the very first time that they ever sat down to dinner in the family quarters. And Bill lectured Obama about the fact that Obama, had no experience as a senator, whereas Clinton, had had years and years as governor. Mm-hmm. So he made it clear to Obama at this dinner that he had very little respect for him.
All right, now this is interesting because it was this unprecedented moment where Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton go on 60 Minutes.
Yes.
And it was a love fest. We've got some of that tape. Let's roll some of this tape.
This is very improbable. This is not an interview I ever expected to be doing. But I understand, Mr. President, this was your idea. Why did you want to do this together, a joint interview?
Well, the main thing is I just wanted to have a chance to publicly say thank you, because I think Hillary will go down as one of the finest Secretary of States we've had. It has been a great collaboration over the last 4 years. I'm going to miss her. Wish she was sticking around.
Is he going to do that for anybody else?
Have you ever seen a president sit down with a Secretary of State and basically give her a wet kiss? I mean, this is unprecedented, unbelievable.
Very descriptive. All right, so as improbable as even Steve Kroft thinks it is here, this was the payback. But there was a reneging on. To explain the reneging side.
After this 60 Minutes love fest that you just mentioned and saw, and the reviewers saw, Obama had second thoughts again. And he let Bill know that he had heard that Joe Biden, his vice president, was going to run in the primaries against Hillary in 2016. And gee, Bill, how can I possibly not back my own vice president? Indicating that he was not going to back Hillary in 2016.
What happened? What's the reaction of Bill?
The Clintons believe now they can't count on the Obamas, that they're going to go their own way, that they're going to forget any of these deals because every time they make a deal with him, he reneges on it.
Yeah. So is the relationship frosty? There's one interesting thing on Benghazi. It seems like the White House, they want to point all the fingers at the State Department. Is that on purpose?
Oh, yes, I think very much so. And Bill thinks, in fact, at one point he felt that Hillary was going to be made the scapegoat. And he told her, if they do that, you've got to resign. And they didn't do that exactly, but she did take a lot of the responsibility.
Who has to resign? That
resign from as Secretary of State.
Okay, so but it's still happening now because she's gone.
She's gone, and they're still saying it. But I'm told from the people in the Clinton camp that they feel pretty confident when all the cable traffic comes out between the State Department and Benghazi that Hillary will be seen to see as somebody who understood the situation and did something about it.
All right, Ed Klein, fascinating. Appreciate it.